Hello everyone, it's David from Southside Detail. Take a look at today's vehicle we'll be working on. It's a 2023 Hyundai Palisade, only driven for a couple hundred miles. Take a look at the condition. It's been driven already, driven in the rain, so it's a little dirty. We'll be cleaning it up and getting prepared for a ceramic coating for the exterior and the interior. And if you see up close, overall the paint's in great condition. So I'll just need to do a light polish just to make sure the coating applies properly to the exterior. Then if we check out the interior, we'll be doing multiple interior coatings. We'll need to get it fully clean before I can apply any coatings to these seats and dashboard and all the other areas of the interior. Well everyone, it's David from Southside Detail. Today we have this Hyundai Palisade. It's a 2023, brand new, only driven for a couple hundred miles. It is dirty just from driving a bit in the rain inside your fenders and all along the lower areas of the body. But we'll do a full decon wash. We'll be doing a 5-year exterior ceramic coating to get the paint protected. We're gonna coat the glass and the wheels, so we'll get this exterior coated. The interior will also receive ceramic coatings as well. So you got these light leather color seats. So if you were to spill something, it'll help prevent against staining and dye transfer from your clothing and any fading from use over time. Same thing for these armrests. You got these hard plastics that'll be coated too. This and your dashboard as well. Dashboard gets a lot of UV rays from the sun and dust. It'll prevent dust and static and help against those UV rays. Keep this brand new interior looking new longer. The carpets will also receive a coating as well, so if there's any water or salt that gets onto the carpets, it'll be easier to clean going forward and prevent any staining as well. All right, let's get this detail going. So I start cleaning the fenders and the wheels. I use a proper wheel shampoo with a wheel mitt and a brush to fully clean these wheels because these wheels will be coated as well. Next, I blow all those leaves out of the hood in the engine bay and in the trunk area. Go ahead and rinse down the whole body to get some of the dirt off before I shampoo and foam it up, as you see here. I'll work in sections because this is a large SUV and I'm working in the sun. For those tight areas where my mitt doesn't fit, I use a brush to get inside the windshield cowl and all along the areas of the trim. I go ahead and move on to the rest of the body, like the hood here, working in sections. Get the front end, get all the bugs off in the dirt. This is a soft mitt, does not scratch the paint. Check out this awesome brush. It does a great job getting inside these big grills on these front ends of these cars to get all the dirt and bugs that get trapped inside each grill, each little section. It's a soft brush and it won't scratch anything. I use another soft brush, just a smaller one, to get inside the window trim and the door handles. These brushes also work great inside the emblems that like to trap dirt. And all along the glass trim too. I rinse all the soap off the car and I shampoo it again, this time as a lubricant for the clay stage. Just to make sure any contaminants that could be on the car, this clay mitt will take it off before I polish and ceramic coat it. Once again, this time I do the final rinse to get all the soap out of the crevices out of this car before I dry it with multiple drying towels and a leaf blower. And you can see here a leaf blower does a job to get where the towel cannot reach, to blow all that water out of the grill. This is important before I do polish this Hyundai Palisade. Mirror caps especially hold a lot of water, so once again a leaf blower will be helpful. I take the floor mats out of the car and begin pressure washing them to give them a good rinse. An all-purpose cleaner will do a good job to break down any dirt. And then I follow up with a drill brush to really agitate the dirt, and once again I rinse it off. Now I move on to polishing. Now take a look at the hood. You can already see there's some etchings, leaf etchings on the paint. So just from a few weeks parking under a tree, that's the damage leaves can do to your car, especially if it's not protected like with a coating. So these etchings I'll need to polish out with my dual action polisher. So I begin polishing the paint to to get those etchings out of the hood and any other imperfections that could be in the paint before I do apply the ceramic coating. I won't need to do any heavy correction, but a polish like you see here will be necessary. The middle of the hood had a lot of those leaf etchings, so I go a little slower with my technique to let the polish and the pad really work in the paint and get those imperfections out. I follow up with my paint correction light to make sure I got all those out. Again, I need to make sure this paint's fully cleansed before I apply the coating. Same goes for the rest of this hood. And now take a look. The hood's looking a lot better. The paint's clearer, glossier, and those imperfections are gone. I move on to polishing the rest of this car. I won't need to go as slow as I did on the hood because the hood had those imperfections. The rest of the paint on this SUV is overall in good condition. However, on these trim you see here, it's a soft black material and you get a lot of those swirl marks, especially when you close the door with your hand or in proper car wash methods. So I use my mini polisher to buff out all those little swirls and scratches, and immediately you can see the gloss and the clarity is restored. And once again, the pillars between the doors, the same material, that piano black material, it's so soft and susceptible to scratches. The coating will help resist these. I polish it out here with a medium pad, and then I finish out with a white pad. I do 2 steps here instead of the other pillar that you saw earlier because the material is a little softer and it required me to finish out with a softer pad. But the results you see here, again, clarity and the gloss is restored. With the car fully polished, I moved on to ceramic coating now the wheels. This is C5 wheel armor from GTECHNIQ. Wheel coating is a great idea because our wheels take so much damage from driving, either from brake dust, road grime, tar. So this will make it easier to clean going forward and protect your wheels, especially with winter upcoming. After all the wheels are coated, I apply a tire dressing. This gives a nice finished look to the tires. I use an applicator to get even coverage on the tires. Next, I get the glass fully prepped. I use a glass cleaner and multiple towels to get it cleansed before I apply the glass coating. I apply G1 ceramic coating from GTECHNIQ. This is a coating just for glass. This will do a great job of repelling water. Ice will have a harder time to build up and it'll keep your glass cleaner longer. Also on your maintenance washes, you'll be able to wash your glass a lot easier so bugs don't get stuck on the glass, for example. The side windows get coated, the rear window, including the sunroof. After about 20 minutes, I let the coating cure onto the glass and I use G2. It's a residue remover. This is to properly remove the coating off the glass. After a few attempts here in the circular motions and microfiber towels, we're left with clear glass. Use surface prep from Meguiar's to fully cleanse the paint once more before I apply the coating. Alright, now it's time to ceramic coat the paint. As you saw, there was a lot of prep work to get the paint ready. Surface prep to get the oils off the paint, coated the glass. So after all that, now it's time to coat the paint. So we'll be using Crystal Serum Light from GTECHNIQ. It's a 3-year coating. This is the base layer. Then I'll be following up with GTECHNIQ EXO. It's a similar process. So we're going to work in sections here. So here's the bottle. And you go ahead and squeeze the pipette. And then you're just going to squirt it onto the applicator there. For the first application, you're going to put a little more. So here's the applicator. And it's going to work in lines here. So I'll work a section like this on the hood. As I go along, I'll start to work a larger section as I got used to how the paint works with the coating. But the Crystal Serum Light from GTECHNIQ is a very user-friendly coating with great performance. Again, it's a 3-year coating to protect your paint. So you see here I'm doing crosshatch patterns just to make sure I'm getting even coverage. It's about 60 degrees, 65 degrees in this garage right now. So that's good temperature for this coating. And I'll give it about a minute. I'll know when it's ready to be wiped off. When there's like little beads, it starts to sweat up. And I'll be using 3 towels from the rag company to make sure I'm leveling off the coating correctly and I'm not leaving behind any high spots. All right, it's ready to be wiped off here. I'll use my light. And I like for the first wipe to get most of the coating here. Make sure I didn't push it anywhere else in the hood, again, to avoid any high spots later. A high spot looks like you wiped the coating and it's left there. It's semi-permanent. If you don't wipe it off in time, you'll have to polish the car again in that section, just creating more work for yourself later. So it's good to be extra careful and use 3 towels, as you see I'm doing here. What's great with GTECHNIQ Crystal Serum Light, immediately start to see the gloss and how slick the paint feels underneath the towel. A phenomenal coating to protect our car's paint. That was the second towel. Now I got the third towel here. Third towel, the third wipe, this is just to make sure I didn't leave or pushed again the coating residue. This section's done. And I'll continue the same process on the rest of the car. I'll follow up with EXO to top this 3-year coating from Crystal Serum Light. This is the topper for Crystal Serum Light. This will add about 2 years to the 3-year coating, so you're gonna have about 5 years together with both coatings. After the first layer of the ceramic coating is applied, I use EXO V5 from GTECHNIQ. This is a very hydrophobic coating, which means when it rains or when you wash your car, you're gonna see the water repel right off the paint. It's really amazing to see. This is a very slick coating and it provides high gloss for your car. I use multiple towels to level off the coating correctly. I follow up and make sure with the paint correction light there's no coating left behind. All areas of the car is coated again, like the mirrors and those soft black door trims. Door jambs, trunk jambs get very dirty. It's a great idea to coat these as well. This will make cleaning easier in the future, especially for parking under a tree or winter upcoming. Just like the paint, we apply 2 coatings, Crystal Serum Light and EXO V5. Here I am applying a coating to the door jambs. Again, this is going to make maintenance a lot easier going forward. Then I got the engine bay prepped and ready for a coating as well. All these plastics can be coated. I use EXO V5. EXO V5 does a great job of protecting and it locks in that new black appearance for these plastics. With my applicator, I'm able to get inside all these little crevices. Might as well coat everything while it's really clean and new to lock in that new appearance, including the back of the engine here and the windshield cowl. With my microfiber towel, I level off the coating to make sure there's no streaks left behind. I then vacuum the whole interior and get the interior ready and prepped for the coatings. I move the seat forward and back to make sure to get under the seat and any debris they could be hiding. I use an interior cleaner to clean the brake pedal and the gas pedal, and then I use a brush to agitate the dirt and wipe off with a microfiber towel. I continue this process on the rest of the surfaces of this interior. I spray directly into a scrub pad to make sure not get any overspray, especially a bunch of sensitive areas like the screen and the steering wheel and all these buttons. I make sure I get inside though and clean them with a microfiber towel and a brush to prepare it again for the ceramic coating. Alright, as you saw, I cleaned the interior. Now I'm ready to start coating the surfaces. I'll start with the hard plastics like the vinyl in your door panels. Areas like here where you're stepping out of the door, and areas like this on your seats and then on the dashboard. This is GTECHNIQ Matte Dash. This is a coating for those surfaces. So that'll protect against anti-static and just dirt repellency. It's great about Matte Dash. It doesn't make the surface any darker or greasy. It looks like there's nothing there. So it's really simple. Shake it up a little. Get an applicator like this, spray it onto your applicator pad, and then you'll see it darken the appearance. You can see right this line that I'm using. You can see the line where I'm applying the product. And then just grab a microfiber towel You'll start to see it disappear. Like that matte OEM look that we all like. This is a new car. We love that new matte OEM look to our doors, our dashboard. But now this whole area is protected, and I'll continue that same thing on the rest of the hard plastics like the dashboard and all the areas of the car. All right, here I am in the driver's seat. I'm gonna apply it to the dashboard. Again, this is a really good spot to put a coating at. Dashboards always get a lot of dust and it just builds up over time. Again, with GTECHNIQ Matte Dash, it's anti-static and it's got that UV protection. So this is always getting hit with the sun. It's a great idea to protect your interior while it's new like this. Go ahead and again, spray right into the applicator. So got some sprays. And again, what I love about this product, it's like immediately it appears like it disappears onto the surface. It is protecting this plastic dashboard, this vinyl dashboard, from those harmful UV rays and avoid getting static. Just wipe off. And look at that. Incredible product. It levels out so nice. You don't have to worry about any high spots or darkening the appearance or having too shiny of a look, especially dashboard. You don't want it to be shiny when you're driving. But now this dashboard's protected with the matte dash from GTECHNIQ. So next we'll be coating these leather seats. As you can see, they're really light color. It's a great idea to protect them. This is GYEON Q2 Leather Shield. So this is a ceramic coating for your leather seats. So that'll protect against like your jeans or other color pants that can start to give dye transfer, especially on light color seats like this. You'll start to see them fade away, or you'll see the color of your clothes transfer onto your seats. If you spill coffee or your drink or food, it'll make it easier to clean that up. So what's great about this coating, it's very simple to apply. Again, it's gonna give you a long-lasting coverage, and it doesn't add any shine. So this nice matte new appearance you have of these leather seats, again, this car's only got a couple hundred miles. This will retain that look. It's not gonna add anything. Again, it's just gonna have a nice matte level look. Okay, so I got the bottle open already. Got a nice microfiber applicator. So I'm just gonna pour a decent amount onto the applicator pad. You can see just like that. You can cover it back up the bottle. Place it aside here. And then you'll just apply it here. And make sure it's even coverage when you're applying it onto these seats. So you can go in straight lines. Again, using this coating before, it does a great job of leveling out. Does not leave any streaks or high spots. It'll just look like how we started before these seats were coated. So just make sure to get back here. A lot of dirt starts to get back there just from normal daily use. All right, so we're gonna give it about 3 to 5 minutes to cure, and then we'll go ahead and wipe it off. Go ahead and wipe off the seat. It level out evenly into the seat. You could barely notice it. It'll absorb really nice into the leather. So you can't even tell it's there. This is just to get any remaining residue that might be left behind. I'll continue that same process on the top half of the seat and the rest of the seats inside the car. Just like your seats, you can coat other leather areas of your interior. So I already did the steering wheel. I'm gonna do these armrests here on the door panels and along the side here. And it's the same thing. You'll see, just apply some coating to your applicator. And just go ahead and apply in straight lines. And again, we're gonna wait about 3 to 5 minutes to let the coating level itself, and then I'll just wipe it off with a microfiber towel. The door panels are important too. These are high traffic areas that get dirty often. A coating like this will do a good job at repelling dirt and food and other stains. And while we wait for that to cure, while we wait for the door panel to cure, we'll use GTECHNIQ Smart Fabric. This is a coating for your fabric carpets. It can also work for cloth upholstery like your seats. This, just simply spray it onto the carpet like that. You let it sit. And you can also work it in with a towel to make sure it's all inside the fibers. Go ahead and spray a little more. Make sure I got even coverage, and do the same thing, repeat. And this will help against winters like salt buildup and dirt. It's a good idea. Protect that in case you're to spill anything as well. That'll protect it and make it easier to clean up your carpets as well. Okay, this Hyundai Palisade is all done. Just look at that gloss in the sunlight. This paint looks incredible. Not only that, it feels super slick, and now it's protected against the elements. With Chicago winter upcoming, this Palisade will be protected, and it'll be easier to clean going forward. Take a look at the wheels, fully coated as well, the glass. All areas like that will get dirty, but with a coating, it'll be easier to clean and maintain this new look on this Palisade. Just look at that reflection and all the metallic flake just popping out. The ceramic coating really does a good job at enhancing the gloss on our car's paint. And take a look at the interior to match the exterior. Fully coated. These seats are now protected, so if any spills or stains get on the seats, it'll be easier to clean, including that light colored steering wheel. If it gets dirty, it'll be easier to clean as well. Areas like the center console on top, the dashboard has a coating now too to avoid dust and static buildup, so it'll get dirty less frequently. The back seats are coated too. It's a great idea, especially if you have kids. And take a look here on the passenger side. So clean, and it's protected, looks great. The door seals and door jambs receive a coating. You can see how clean those door jambs look. Clean door jambs finish the look overall as well. When you walk in your car, it just adds to the appearance of a freshly detailed car. Let me know what you thought of the video. Thank you for watching. This is David from Southside Detail. Like and subscribe.